Hi everyone! Welcome to the True Crime and Cake Time, where I share wild true crime stories while baking and decorating cakes. Let's get into today's twisted case one slice at a time. Today's true crime story is about the brutal and heartbreaking murder of the Hruby family, a close-knit, respected household from Duncan, Oklahoma, whose lives were tragically taken by someone they trusted the most, their own son, Alan Hruby. In October 2014, the peaceful town of Duncan, Oklahoma was shaken when three members of the Hruby family were found murdered in their home. John Hruby, his wife Joy, and their 17-year-old daughter Catherine. The killer was someone no one suspected, their own son, 19-year-old Alan Hruby. Alan had a long history of lying, theft, and obsession with status. He fraudulently opened credit cards, stole checks from his grandmother, and flaunted a lavish lifestyle on social media. When his parents cut him off financially and he owed money to loan sharks, Alan decided to eliminate his family to gain their inheritance. By October 2014, Alan was drowning in debt and reportedly owed money to loan sharks. With no way to sustain his lifestyle, he made a horrific decision. On October 9, 2014, Alan stole his father's 9mm pistol from his truck and returned to his college dorm to avoid suspicion. Later that night, he drove back to Duncan and waited for his mother to get home. When Joy entered the house, Alan shot her in the head, twice. Moments later, his sister Catherine, who had been washing her car in the driveway, walked inside. Alan shot her too, killing her instantly. Then, he waited, sitting in the house for over an hour with their bodies until John returned from work. When his father walked in, Alan shot him and then again to make sure he was dead. After murdering his entire family, Alan staged the scene to look like a robbery, removed the home surveillance equipment, and hid it in a family storage unit. He then returned to his dorm and posted tweets and photos to establish a fake alibi. As if nothing had happened, he went to Dallas with friends for the weekend. He partied and posted carefree photos with friends just days after committing triple homicide. Investigators quickly became suspicious. Toll records, forged checks, and inconsistencies in Alan's story led to his arrest. He eventually confessed. In 2016, Alan Hruby pled guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder and was sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms without parole. During sentencing, Alan showed no remorse. His grandfather addressed him directly in court. "May God have mercy on your soul." Period. Alan's aunt wrote in a statement, "If there were ever a definition of evil, it would be the killer who took our family. He was part of our family, but no more." Today, Alan Hruby remains incarcerated in the Oklahoma Department of Corrections, where he will live out the rest of his life behind bars.